Good afternoon, everyone, especially to you, Mom. Good afternoon. Before we start our report, we would like to introduce ourselves.
Hello, my name is Maria Lopez.
And I am Roseanne Benita.
Hi, I am Michelle Acunaina. Hello, I am Melinda Lutines.
We are the Group 4,
Reporting the Chapter 7 entitled
Environment and Society. Our topic for today is all about environment and society. So now, let us tackle first about the environment. So let me give a short introduction about the word environment. So the word environment is derived from the French word environ, which means is surrounding. So let us know what is environment in our definition. Environment. An environment is everything that is around us, which includes both living and non-living things, such as soil, water, animals, and plants, which adapt themselves to their surroundings. So, when we say about environment, it is surroundings or the conditions in which a person, plant, animal that is lives or operates. So, environment can be defined as a sum total of living or non-living things. So, when we talk about living things, or it is also called the biotic elements. So, example of these are the plants, animals, birds, forests, and some living that is living in our environment. So, while the non-living things are also called abiotic elements, the example of these are the water, soil, the air and the rock. So, environment means that surround us. It may be living or non-living things. So, according to Morita, cited in Okaba 2005, although the environment means different things to different people. So, according to him, it is defined as a physical surrounding, condition, circumstances, and etc. in which a person lives. So, according to Morita, or according to him, the environment includes the nature, physical past comprising all phenomena of the material world, including the plants, animals, landscape, and etc.
And now let us proceed the components of environment. Environment is made up of two categories, which is living and non-living things, or in other words, biotic or abiotic. So the example of living things is plants and animals or etc. And the other example of non-living things is water, soil, or sunlight. So there are four categories of biotic and abiotic. So the first category is lithosphere, or which is land. The outer layers of the soil, earth, example rocks or sediments. The lithosphere is represented by the Rocky Mountain Range in western North America. The rocky lithosphere contains a portion of the upper mantle and crust. All terrestrial planets have lithospheres: Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Lithospheres are more thicker and more hard than Earth. So the second category is atmosphere, or it can in the air, the layer of gases that form the Earth's surface. An example of atmosphere is the ozone and other layers which make up the Earth's sky as we see it. An example of atmosphere is the air and gases contained inside our greenhouses. So the third category is hydrosphere, or water covers our planet. It also liquid water such as rivers, lakes, and the oceans are examples of the hydrosphere. Other examples of the hydrospheres are frozen water such as glaciers and permafrost. The water vapor in the atmosphere is also an example of the hydrosphere. So the last category is biosphere, or it is the thickest layer. Some examples of organisms that make up the biosphere include fish, algae, fungi, plants, insects, or archaeans, animals, and human beings. However, the biosphere does not just include large macroscopic macroscopic life forms. It also includes microscopic life forms.
We're done to tackle about environment, and now let's proceed about the society. Society is a group of people with common territory, interaction, and culture. Social groups consist of two or more people who interact and identify with one another. Refers to a collective of individuals sharing a common territory, engaging in interactions, and sharing a common culture. Within society, social groups are formed when two or more people interact and identify with each other, creating interconnected relationships and shared social norms. And now, let's proceed to types of society. First is hunter-gatherer societies are about 10 to 12,000 years old. Social structure as well as such societies indicates the basic structure of human societies. In this group, people relied on hunting and gathering for sustenance, emphasizing communal living cooperation and a close relationship with the natural environment. The basic principles observed in hunter-gatherer societies, such as group cooperation and shared resources, provide a fundamental understanding of early human social structures. Okay, let's proceed to the pastoral societies. Pastoral societies is about 7,000 years ago. People learned how to tame and breed animals and cultivate plants. So, a pastoral society is a group of people who live a dynamic or semi-nomadic lifestyle while also herding and caring for agricultural animals. The term pastoral comes from the Latin word pastor, meaning shepherd. This is appropriate as pastoralists are necessarily shepherds. Pastoral societies typically domesticate large herbivores and use them for food and labor. Common animals domesticated in pastoral societies include reindeer, cows, sheep, goats, horses, yaks, and camels. Pastoral society used to be much more common, but there are still a few examples of these groups living and thriving in the world today. Example of pastoral societies, the Bedouin people. By the way, Bedouin people are nomadic Arabs who lives in desert of the Middle East. Our Bedouin people are Arab pastoralists who live in the primarily desert-based climate. They have been practicing pastoralism for a long time and continue their lifestyle today. They are found mainly in North Africa, Arabia, Egypt, Israel, Iraq, Syria, and Jordan. And next is horticultural societies. Pastoral and hunter-gatherer were nomadic and semi-nomadic societies. So, a horticultural society is a group that success through the cultivation of plants for food running. Pastoral societies require a great deal of herding and animal care in addition to hunting, while horticultural societies usually involve a degree of agriculture, including maintaining gardens and orchards, as well as harvesting and processing foods. And also usually rely on secondary animal resources like milk from their animals. Herds can also be used for bartering and trading when contact is made with other groups. And next is agricultural societies. So agricultural societies is a former societies use inferior tools such as tools and sticks for cultivating plants because of which plants were not fully utilized. So agricultural societies is a community whose economy is based on producing and maintaining crops and farmland. In an agricultural society, cultivating the land is the primary source of wealth. And also, agricultural society are known as agrarian society in a society that constructs social order around a reliance upon farming. More than half the people living in the society make their living by farming. And the last type of society is industrial society. In the history of societies, the third major revolution in production was industrialization. So industrial are named after the ever-increasing use of industrialization and machinery to innovate and make scientific and technological advances. Industrial also began through the industrialization of the textile industry. And also, industrialization definition distinguishes industrialized countries from developing or undeveloped countries because it means that a nation has developed an economy and society that focuses on industry and produces goods beyond mass production. Industrialization has been a significant factor in what makes developed countries what they are now, as industrialization helped their economics and even help them win wars. An example of industrial societies is a society where people work in factories and other individual industrial